So this is part 2 of the issuance of stock. And this one is slightly different than part 1 or the first video because the issuance of stocks is in exchange for things other than cash. So as you can see here, Gumbel Corporation issues 15,000 shares of $10 par value common stock in exchange for land, equipment, and inventory. So shareholders are making a contribution of land, equipment, and inventory in exchange of receiving ownership into the corporation. So the land is valued at 62,000. Equipment is valued at 150,000, and inventory is valued at 47,000. What we need to do is prepare and record the journal entry of the issuance of the shares in exchange for the land, equipment, and inventory. So when it comes to land, equipment, and inventory, we know that these are assets. Since the shareholders made a contribution of land, equipment, and inventory into the business, and these are assets, to increase the balance in these asset accounts, we will need to debit them. So we're going to debit land for 62,000, debit equipment for 150,000, and then debit inventory for 47,000. So that gives us a total of $259,000 in the debit column. Now to account for the issuance of the stocks, we're going to credit common stock by 150,000. That's taking the $15,000 share or $15,000 shares and multiplying it by the $10 par value here. So that's what's displayed in the stock certificate, that hey, this is 15,000 shares and it's $10 par. This is the value on the shares, and each share is worth $10 as par value. So you take 15,000 multiply by 10, that's 150,000, and then the difference of 259,000 from the debit column and $150,000, that's going to give you 109,000, which is going to be credited to additional paid in capital dash common stock. So common stock, we know this is an equity account, same as the additional paid in capital. All right. So in the balance sheet, you're going to see common stock $10 par of 150,000, assuming that this is the only transaction, or the only transaction that affected the common stock account. And then you're going to also see right below common stock in the equity section in the balance sheet, additional paid in capital dash common stock of $109,000.